Welcome to October journaling. If you're new around here, I'm Emma, confidence coach, helping women awake their inner selves and create their most beautiful life. A huge part of that journey for me has been journaling, so I'm introducing these new monthly videos to help you along the way. These videos are pay what you can, so do ask for a donation if you're willing to give it, and if you can afford to, there is a link down below. I promise it's going to be hugely valuable if you keep following these month to month. Right now for me, it is the 30th of September, the day before the 1st of October, but for you this will be live on the 1st of October. Doesn't have to do it today, you can do it any day in the month. I have been using my journal for around 2 years now, and this is obviously isn't the only one I've had. I find them invaluable in getting the information out of my brain that I don't quite know how to process. They're useful for understanding what's going on, for planning. Some people do this as a full diary. I don't. I use them as notes. So each day I write 1 or 2 sentences. I mean, some days I'll write a whole page, but most of the time I write 1 or 2 sentences in my journal every day to keep me on track. I also write my current manifestation, so I'll write up each month, I'll write a full manifestation out that I will sit and think about when I do my visualization. You don't need a fancy book. Like, this is a dotted journal, and I will leave a link to some of my favorite ones in a blog post, which will be below. A piece of paper, or even your phone, just anything you want. I also love writing in pencil, so I'll always write in a pencil. Before you get going, just a couple of housekeeping things. I would say to you, the best thing to do is find some time, some clear space, take some time out, even if that means doing this on the 5th or even the 15th, it doesn't matter. Any time in the month, you can do this. Carve yourself some space out. Find the quietest space, get your favorite things. I have a cup of tea here today. I tend to have a piece of rose quartz because that is love. It's getting into autumn, so I've lit a few candles. I have made my space feel calm and nice, which makes me excited to get going. A little bit on how it's going to work today. I've pulled 2 cards. I'm going to just quickly talk to you about those. Then we'll do just 1 minute of meditation, just to calm us all down. We'll then go into the journaling. I will give you a prompt. The question will come up on screen with like a pause symbol. That's your cue to pause the video, answer the question in your own way. There's some questions that we'll ask every month, and then we'll have some seasonal ones too. Most people feel like they have to follow a 12-month cycle because that's what we live on in this culture. However, I don't think that's necessary. I think follow your intuition, understand what works best for you. That's why I said if you want to do it on the 15th, do it on the 15th. If you want to do this every new moon or every full moon, do it like that, whatever works for you. For me personally, I don't like to set my new goals in January because I think that's setting myself up for failure. January tends to be my worst month. Instead, I like to set them seasonally. So now we're in autumn, so this is why I'm setting my new goals. You'll have seen the Change My Life video. That's what works for me. Find something that works for you. 2 cards that have come out today are, one is the Spider, and the other one is Work Through Your Fears, New Moon in Scorpio. Remember that when I pull cards, they come through from my guides, so a lot of it will be information that is relevant to me and my message. I don't pick these cards, they fall out of the deck. You've seen me do it in other videos before. Today we have the Spider. As I said, the Spider is about weaving your own dharma. It's about building up the layers slowly until you have your full dharma. You have your web, you have the way that your life works. There can be many different strands to your dharma. It doesn't have to be just one thing. It's about hard work, dedication, and keeping moving forwards. The second card is the new moon in Scorpio, which is about working through your fears. A lot of the message that I've been given recently, and a lot of the message that I'm giving out to you, is about finding your perceived obstacle, aka your fear, and moving past it, doing whatever you're scared of doing anyway. Let's just do a quick 1 minute meditation. We're going to just start with closing our eyes, taking a big deep breath in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all the way out, expelling every single thing that's on your mind, leaving everything at the door, getting it all out, full empty breath. Now I just want you to focus on counting your breaths. So you're going to go 1 on the in breath, 2 on the out breath, and you're going to do this all the way to 10. And then once you've got to 10, just wriggling your fingers. Put a big smile on your face and get ready to do this. Question number 1, how are you feeling today? Question number 2 is, what are you grateful for right now? Describe September in one word. What have you or your soul learnt over the past month? How does life compare right now to how it did this time last month? So now take this information and break it down. What would you like to do more of, and how can you change the negatives? I would like you to list 5 things that you love about yourself right now. Now I'd just like you to think about this change in season that we are going through right now. We're going from summer to autumn, things have slowed down, the weather, everything's in a state of change and in a state of slowdown. So I just want to know how that makes you feel. So now we're going to talk directly about October. The first thing I'd like you to do is set an intention for October. What are your ideas and plans for October? What one thing in October are you going to achieve that gets you one step closer towards your most beautiful life? Are there any mini goals or habits that you'd like to create off the back of that one big thing in October? I'd love you to go away, set your diary out for the next month, write as much down as you can, fill in as much of your time slots as you can, but make sure you carve out time for your love language, whatever that is. Me being quality time, I'd love to carve out time for me. Make sure you try and block as much as you can out of your diary for specific things, but make sure you schedule in some fun. I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. As I said, it's donation, so there's a link down below. If you feel like I've helped you, come and find me on Instagram. I am currently busy making reels and I'd love for you to come and watch them. If anybody had told me that I would be making reels this time last year, I'd think they were crazy. I wouldn't have been dancing, I wouldn't have been pointing at the screen, I wouldn't have been lip syncing, but here we are. I'm doing it and I'd love for you to come and watch. Otherwise, I will see you here next week for a new video, or next month where we can continue our planning journey together. Letting the smoke of the candles clear the air.